Hey everybody, I wanted to come on today and just do a fun little quick tutorial inspired by Miss Dutchie on TikTok. I saw her do this and I wanted to try it. So I have got a 22 ounce fatty tumbler from the Stainless Depot, and I've just mixed up my epoxy, and I put, as you saw just a second ago, just some black alcohol ink in it from T-Rex alcohol inks, and I'll have their link listed below. And I just stirred that into my epoxy. I'm also going to add some mica powder from Glitter Heart Co. I'll have a link for them as well with a discount code. It'll come up here in just a second what the name of it is. I'm digging for it. Eclipse, since that's backwards and you can't read it. So I put a little bit of that in my epoxy as well, just to give the epoxy a little bit of shimmer instead of it just being a flat black looking base. I don't remember if she did her cup with a black base or a white base, but I thought this would look cool with a black base. So that's how much mica powder I put in. So I'm just going to stir that up real good, and I open that mica powder off the camera because it's in a bag, and when you open a bag of mica powder, it goes everywhere. I need to put them all into little jars so I don't have that problem anymore. So now I'm just going to get all of this epoxy put on this cup and get ready to drop our alcohol inks onto it. And I'm using all of the the Tim Holtz Alloy alcohol inks. And I'll show you which ones I'm using as I go through here. So I'm just slathering on some epoxy. And if you guys watch my last video, I don't remember if it's on you. I think it's on TikTok, but on my TikTok video, I actually did a black base alcohol ink cup a couple of weeks ago, last week or a week before. And the alcohol ink, I just used Tim Holtz Pitch Black in the epoxy, and it kind of looked green when I put it on. The T-Rex alcohol ink does not look green at all. It's completely black, and then with that mica powder, it has a little, like I said, a little shimmer to it. So I kind of like the T-Rex black a little bit better. So the final result of the other cup did not turn out black. It just did not turn out green. It just looked green when I was making it. So when I was finished, it was completely black. So if you guys want to go check out that little tiki-talkie, it's on my Glitterscapes Co. TikTok page, and it was actually a black and white tumbler, and it's so beautiful, and I want to keep it, but I'm about to put it on my website. So I'm just getting rid of some of these bubbles that I caused in this cup because I mixed the epoxy really fast. And the epoxy I'm using is actually KS Resin UV Ultra. So it's just a regular set epoxy, not a fast set. And so now I'm going to go in with my alcohol inks, and we are just going to put them where we want to put them. So the first one I used, one of these actually went under I think this is Alloy, is what this is. But I dropped one and it actually rolled underneath my big shelf, and I haven't got it out. So one of these I don't know the name of. I just got these yesterday. I saw her do these, and I immediately went and bought all of the alloys. There's I think 6 of them, 6 or 7 of them. And I just went and bought all of them. I bought them off the Ranger website, rangerink.com. So I'm showing you in the video what I'm using, but I'm just going to tell you. I'm using Alloy, Statue, Gilded, Sterling, Rose, and Mind. Those are the Alloy alcohol inks I'm using. There should be 6 of them there. So we're just dropping those on. And I've got this new light, you guys, that one of those ring lights, and it's holding my phone, and I'm having a hard time getting in front of the camera when I'm showing you stuff. That's why I just decided I was just going to show you. So I'm just going to speed this up real quick. While I drop these inks on, I'm just doing these like a regular alcohol ink cup. So I'll speed this up a little bit so you don't have to sit through this entire part. Okay, and I wanted to add a little bit of extra, just a little bit of color. So I put in, this is also from Ranger. It's an alcohol pearl, and it's called Intrigue. And when you use the alcohol pearls, I'm not sure how many Ranger has, but when you use them, it kind of gives a little bit of a look of glitter. So this just kind of puts, and you'll notice I'm only putting it like in the little cracks where there's black. It kind of gives a little bit of a glitter look in those cracks. It really doesn't, it doesn't move a whole ton. It just gives a little bit of a shiny look in the cracks of that, you know. I say in the cracks, those aren't cracks. It's just where the black is showing. You know what I mean. So I didn't put a ton of this on there. But it kind of, if you can see as it's spinning right now, you can just kind of see that little bit of pink glitter inside there. And I went ahead and did a black swirl. I shouldn't have done a black swirl. I should have done a white swirl, or even no swirl at all, because the black just kind of faded into the alloy alcohol inks. You can't even see it. You can't tell I did it. But I left it on here just so you can see what happens. So it just, like I said, kind of just faded into the inks. You can't, even after I heat it up, you can't see it. But, you know, we try stuff and we realize it doesn't work, and so we don't do it again. That's the only way that you're going to know. So now I'm just heating up the epoxy so I can get it to swirl up a little bit and make that pretty alcohol ink swirly cup that we always look for. And again, I've said this in my other videos, guys, but I kind of swirl until I see the epoxy kind of drip off the bottom of the cup, or I can see the epoxy moving. And the alloys, they take a little bit more heat, I noticed, when I use them to get them to swirl. So I have a little bit dripping off the bottom of the cup there, and it really made it where you can see that pearl alcohol ink in there a little bit better. But as you can tell, that black swirl I put on there, you can't really see it. And I'm curious what this would look like if I put it on a white cup. I'm kind of curious about that. And now what I'm doing is I am just mixing up, and I'll show it here in just a second. This is the first video I've done a voiceover on, so I'm actually mixing up just a gold glitter. It's like a microfine gold glitter from Bird Nest Designs, just to kind of lay over some of this on top. And there will also be a discount code in the description for Bird Nest Designs as well. That's where I get my white mica powder, because I just absolutely love the mica powder that she uses, or the white mica powder that she sells. I love it. It's just the perfect shimmer, and there it is. And like I said, it's just a very fine gold glitter that I'm laying on top. And this step is completely optional, guys. If you don't want to put this on there, you don't have to. But I thought it might be pretty if I added it on. And again, it kind of got mixed in with the alcohol inks as well. I can, after it's spun for about an hour, I can still see it a little bit, but not a whole lot. So like I said, this is an experiment. You have to experiment to find out what you can and can't do. So that's what we are doing. So we'll just get that put in a few spots. And we'll let it spin just a little bit more, just to give you an idea of kind of what it looks like after it spins for a second. So this is what we ended up with. This is about an hour in to the spinning. So I hope this tutorial helped you guys to want to try out something new. I know you'll do great at it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.